Well, being strong to me, it is a very interesting concept. It's not that simple. Okay, first of all, remember Jacob wrestled God, I believe it was, to change his name to Israel. He won. And Samson, okay, he lost his strength specifically. So, in certain senses, yes. But if it's not applied in a way that's consistent with Christianity, then does it really matter? No, not at all. So being strong, is like, cool. It's like being flexible. It is a trait that by itself means nothing. So when you have somebody who's stronger than someone else, it is insane to say, oh, he's a greater warrior than the other person, because automatically he needs technology to apply that strength. That's like saying someone who can shoot a gun is a greater warrior than somebody who can kill them first at martial arts. No, that person's a better soldier. Okay, for the same reason, a Roman soldier. So when you're talking about martial arts in Rome, where they started applying alchemy and stuff, you're talking about wolf thinking. Okay, the Roman people is a symbol of the wolf. They're the ones who came in with the heavy armor. They're the ones who used unnatural technology to force their way. And I'm not racist. I'm not saying all Italians and Greeks are bad. I happen to like, you know, some people on, my godfather's Italian. He already passed away. And I don't mean to disrespect him. You know, or his family. I love his family, and I got no problem with him. But this is what I believe. And recently in Morgan Hill, I saw the strongman competition. I heard my dad talking to one of his Igbo friends about the discus. Because they're helping the gang stalkers. And not everyone in your family has your back. Some people are just concerned about money. You see how money is the root of all evil. Why did they defy God? Well, anyway, going back to the strong thing, right? So being strong, it helps, when you restrain somebody as a cop. It helps when you're in the military. Okay, for law enforcement applications of martial art techniques, specifically when you're looking at American philosophies, you know, these are martial ways that aren't significant when compared to the source. For the same reason, the original Church of King Solomon will always be, the original Temple of Solomon will always be better than some kind of imitation. If I made a temple and called it the Temple of Solomon with modern technology, do you think it really has the same natural and supernatural and divine appeal as the original? No. For the same reason, the original system is the original temple of martial arts and has to be held above the others. Horse has to be put on top, or you're not a Christian, or you're not into nature, you're not of God. You're of technology, and technology is what's killing the land. Take a look at it. You ever heard of smog? Did smog come from Africans throwing too many spears? Bear in mind when you see these body types, who resembles who? Does the fat Cupid statue, the little kid statue, represent certain body types that are trying to make a challenge in a way that is not fair to people who could easily kill them? I mean, any challenge that allows some short mini-me or some fat Buddha or some white guy who just drove back like 3 times by me on his motorcycle, or 2, or whatever it was, to pretend that they're tough is not fair. Okay? The superior body type that doesn't maneuver ability is the Shaka Zulu type of body type from the movie series. That's why they chose him, because we all have a consensus that it's a superior warrior body. The Shaoxi forest, the jungle, the rural area martial arts, Biafran martial arts, Angolan, Amhara, Zulu, Oromo, okay, and on and on. Even Hutsi too. All the famous tribes we see on the news all the time. If you look carefully, you'll see them doing stick fighting sometimes. So quit being stupid. My body type is superior. Because you weren't naturally blessed by God to have the top martial arts body. We're all supposed to live a lie. So a bunch of fat, short, slow-thinking morons can pretend that they're tough. And a bunch of mini-me's who are closer to serpents and like to play with them because they barely have to bend over to reach them, are closer. Or the guys who jump high in the air and fly with the hawk stance. And the hawks go, wow, that's cool. Who the hell do you think is closer to the light? And quit playing! The Babylonian philosophy that women share in common, no matter how much of a act they put on, has hardened my heart, when we all know. Time when something happened and the Igbos were good people who deserved to be. They deserve their rightful place. And women won't even give me their affection? This is why I feel like Shaka.
is vengeance and hate. Hate.
And they're trying to use women to get me to pretend I'm not the best. I'm the product of women shunning me. Just as the children are the product of me hating women and not playing ball with them for betraying us.